How's it going, guys? Zachryox here, coming at you live from the Void Runner. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Yep, we're going to be starting right where we left off with B Team. We're going to be doing some more leveling. Not everybody's here. Seon will be arriving a little bit because she's handling her kids. But other than that, we're just going to have some more fun in the meantime. I got some funny shit to talk about, honestly. And of course, we have B sitting in the corner right here. Right here. I'll notify him right away. So let's get to work. And in the meantime, let me also make sure that the game audio is there. There we go. All right, we are live. How's it going, B?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hey, how you doing, Zachryox? How's life treating you?
Doing good so far. Just been kind of busy with IRL stuff, and of course trying to make a release date trailer for the upcoming Let's Voice project. It's in the works.
Oh, heck yeah!
So let's just say it's coming soon. So,
How about the actor? Has everybody been revealed so far?
Oh no, not yet. We got one more to go, and it's going to be revealed this Friday, unless people reach the goals I've set. Because I always try to make sure that if there's a goal, I don't mind doing early reveals. The video is already done. In fact, by the time I got done with the third trailer, I already had the fourth trailer already done. So I am ready to reveal the fourth motherfucker who's gonna participate in this freaking thing. But it's up to you guys.
Chat, everybody, chop, get to work.
Get to work. Go to x.com and just hit the likes, hit the retweets, hit those goals. If we do, then we got something to talk about. So. But yeah, everything's in the works. If not, of course, we got Friday to reveal the final member of the crew. So it's going to be awesome. And of course, I do intend on releasing a sort of a reveal, like a release date trailer. That'll, of course, tell you guys when to expect the new series. So yeah, get to work,
That's
guys.
Exciting. I'm excited.
All right. Alright, so we're definitely going to be jumping back into Guild Wars 2. Quick note, Seon won't be here for a bit. She is taking care of damn kids at the moment. So she'll be back soon. In the meantime, let's go ahead and... what have you been up to so far, as like, when was the last time you played? Since last stream, or were you busy?
Since last stream, yeah. I'm pretty much set in my ways when it comes to like how I want to play this game, so I'm more than ready just to pop in that level 80 booster, so I know what I want.
Oh shit, you are definitively thinking that you want to go for that boost?
I am a gunslinger. I shoot guns. And I... Yeah.
Okay, have you played... Okay, but I do have to preface this, so have you tried Engineer?
Engineer? Not really. I haven't really tried it in all honesty, but it never really caught my attention. It was like, sure, you have the ability to like build like bots and stuff like that, or turrets and everything, but I don't know, it doesn't really fit my style of how I want to play.
Yeah, they do dual wield pistols. It's just that they kind of use it in more interesting ways, as it were. It's less pew 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 and more like kakosh bang brah, and just a mixture of everything. It's basically like every fucking attack is like a different gadget in and of itself.
Yeah, but what really kind of solidified my choice of staying as a thief is because their access to Deadeye. Of course, I need to buy an expansion to access it, but
yep.
The more I look into Deadeye, the more intrigued that I am.
With that in mind, though, you don't necessarily have to get Deadeye for the rifle. At least not
Yeah.
eventually, because with the upcoming Secrets of the Obscure expansion, by the way, you're going to get access to all those weapons by doing the Weapon Master. I believe it's. I don't know if it's a mastery or anything like that. Those details are still kind of vague right now. But essentially, you're going to get to a point where you can access those weapons even without the elite specializations. With that in mind, though, the weapons are suited for these elite specializations. It's not to say that it's impossible to mix and match, but
Uh-huh.
there are definitely some benefits to being a Deadeye with a rifle than Deadeye with something else that may not necessarily mix. So,
Oh yeah, I get it.
because that's where it all started, and plus there's a pretty interesting mechanic there where you basically just call a target and then that bastard gets debuffs. So,
Well, heck yeah. That speaks to me.
mm-hmm.
And so,
So,
and while Seon is away, and guess what that means? You're stuck with me.
mm-hmm. Right now I'm just quickly grabbing a couple of things that I usually farm for.
Do you believe in kissing honeys? You bet that I do.
Now that
Okay,
does beg the question, will Seon commit to doing the boost for the Ranger? That's the big question though, because
that
if
is a
you
big
do
question.
this, if you do this, she might be forced to do it. Which
I mean, I
would
haven't done it yet, but I am very, very tempted.
uh
So, yeah, like I said, I mean, if Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel has taught me anything, it's that you need to you basically need to plan everything in advance. And it's like, yeah, so I don't have like, you don't necessarily have the luxury of starting one thing at a time.
well, that's me.
Ooh, yes, that is you. Level 455.
That's the mastery number, so don't worry about that. Right now, I'm actually doing a little bit of map completion because I'm trying to get completion on all my characters.
Gotcha. Dang, your commitment to this game is out of this world.
I've been playing this game for nearly 11 years, so yeah,
11, huh?
nearly
Dang,
11.
my coworker just. I think my coworker's been playing for like about 6 or 7. I don't
those
know.
are those are rookie numbers.
That's what I was about to say. Uh,
Now, to be fair, my achievements though aren't that great because I wasn't like during the early days, like early access players or anything like that. I think I never
ah,
had an opportunity to get the early access. I think there was like some form of exclusivity that needed to be due, but I think I never got it. And
gotcha.
sadly, I couldn't get the game during launch because that was basically by the time I was already in college. And man, were college
Ah,
days were rough. So I was like, yeah, I'm barely gonna have time to play as often as I would want. But then I took a
I
chance
totally
and
getcha.
bought it like on Christmas the same year. So,
Okay. And he's just been playing it ever since. Yeah, that's
hmm
the beauty when it comes to MMOs. Is like if you find like a good one, the one that speaks to you, it will last you a good long time without the need of buying new games.
oh yeah.
Oh my
Oh
gosh, I
son
would
of a
say
bitch!
that's
I hate this thing so. This is the worst fucking quest. There's always something to bitch about the game too, but I love it anyway.
so. In fact, that's kind of how it is for me when it comes to Fantasy Star Online 2. I mean, I've played that game for ever since it came out in the U.S.
Mhm.
And yeah, I kind of stopped playing it nowadays, mainly because I can't say it's a content drought, but it's not the kind, but it's just not enough to keep me invested.
Actually, you know what's funny? I think I remember playing Fantasy Star Online during the Xbox days. Actually, Xbox 360.
Oh, very
Uh,
nice. You
yeah.
must have played PSO 1 then, or Fantasy Star Universe actually. Yeah,
Mm,
I remember. I remember playing Fantasy Star Universe back in the day too. So
mhm.
I had a lot of fun, and I don't think I've ever finished it though.
It was a weird experience, not gonna lie, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I have to interact with people? God. Hey, Bora, how's it going? I'm doing good. B Team's doing great.
Laura!
Of course, B Gamers here. Seon at the moment is away for a bit. She'll be momentarily returning. She's just trying to take care of the kids at the moment. So she'll be back. And we're going to be tackling
Laura,
more
I'm being held
dungeons.
against my will.
Yep.
I'm being forced to go into a dark, smelly cave.
Oh no,
And
actually, that's funny. The irony of that statement is that the next dungeon is not even is not even a dirty cave. I mean, unless you guys want to do explorable, maybe, but I would argue that at least. Um, I mean, if you guys decide to boost, then the three of us should be able to handle it. Even 3-man it pretty fairly easily, especially early game dungeons. But if you guys want to tackle it in your current levels, then that would be more interesting, like more challenging. With that being said, just to balance the scales, I am going to be taking in my level 80 because, again, playing at the level that you're intended to do is interesting and challenging. Which dungeon am I taking them through?
Gotcha.
I'm going to be taking them next to Cauticus Manor, which is actually located in Queensdale, surprisingly.
Queensdale, okay. Time to go there.
No, we don't. We don't have to go there immediately right now. I'm just trying to finish this. Let's see. Are you tackling the personal story these days as well?
Yeah, I have.
How
So,
far have you gotten to so far?
Let's see. I'm at the level 20 section. In fact, I'm actually right at the next area. So,
Nice.
yeah, you're welcome to join me if you want, but
Yeah, don't mind. Let me just finish this one heart here, and I'll be right there. As right now, where the fuck am I? I am in Blade Rich Steps, and I'm missing only a point of interest and a heart.
Blade Ridge Steps. Where the
That's
heck is
that's
that?
in the Char area.
In the Char.
Ascalon.
Straight up Ascalon. Ooh. Oh dang.
You might not
see
see. You might not
Dang,
see
you
it.
are very far.
Yep. Alright, I got that. Alright, so it's just clearing this and I'm good to go. At least with this map.
Ascalon, the noble phantasm of St. George.
The fuck?
Sorry, that is like my my fate nerdum kind of peeked through.
Oh, good Christ.
I've been playing FGO in my spare time during work. I was like, oh, thank goodness I'm not sinking any more money into it. But my gosh, what? There was nothing to do at work these past couple of weeks.
Some quick. I'm stealing explosives. Wait a minute, I'm not a thief. I'm a mesmer. It's so strange how thievery in like a lot of fantasy games is actually is an actual legit like profession. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
you know, you get a 401k. You know, you have hourly wages. As a
wait, are
fucking...
you serious?
That'd be funny as shit.
I thought you get paid by a commission, not by a salary.
I'm sure there were thieves in Fantasyland without commissions. I'm sure. That'd be funny if it was, actually. I'm not so sure. There's got to be at least one like fiction that had thievery as, in fact, like a legitimate, like ongoing, a 9-to-5 job or something like
Oh
that.
heck! I cannot even imagine, in all honesty.
Now, to be fair,
I
there
mean,
are different types of thievery. There's like dungeon thievery, where you, you just pick shit that nobody cares about anymore and you just sell it off. Then there's thievery where you steal it from random jackasses or some shit.
and then you got like your Robin Hood types who steals from the rich and gives it to the poor.
I hate those guys.
Eat the rich.
There we go. Alright, this map is cleared, and I am currently in 81% world completion. Okay, so we're close.
Orale.
Let's see, have I completed most of Ascalon by now? Yep. So far, so good, although there's an area that I haven't discovered yet.
Oh, dang it, not high enough.
Dude, you know what I've been getting into lately? Because
What is it?
I've been just bored out of work, and I just try to find like some small distractions here and there to just have the time go away a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Fucking AI president videos.
Yes! Yes! AI president videos. I mean, my favorite series...
Mm-hmm.
My favorite series happens to be the one where they play Magic: The Gathering, because that series is currently ongoing, and it basically devolved into a Yu-Gi-Oh plot. I was like, and I'm all here for it. I was like, yes, yes. I mean, they recently just finished their little filler arc, and now they're in their second season. I was like, heck yeah.
Actually, what's funny is that I am seeing like a series that's still ongoing as well, but they're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that is funny. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen a few videos. I haven't seen them lately.
Watch yourself in there.
I mean, I just recently discovered that series, and I haven't even finished like the first episode yet. But I intend to listen in and shit just to see how it works. But
Oh yeah.
dude, like the way the meme has evolved to such a degree where everybody is like collectively agreeing how these characters should be portrayed as, essentially.
Yes. I mean, it will definitely skew your perception of these people in real life. I was like, dude, I just finished watching them like play Magic: The Gathering or Dungeons and Dragons. This is so weird.
Yep.
Oh.
No, but the thing is, it's like it's so funny because if I were to like give like the president, the AI presidents like archetypes of characters and shit, like Obama is always depicted as like the straight man, just
Yeah.
the general guy who takes things a little more serious than most. Has his own quirks here and there, but in general is like the more reasonable of the group.
Yeah.
Donald Trump reminds me so much of Eric Cartman. You can't.
Yes. Yes.
He's basically the Eric Cartman of the group. Where
Yes.
horrible human being, very and at the same time though very funny. He's kind of based in a few areas where you start to like him in a few areas, but in general he's just fucking horrible.
Oh yeah. And then you got like Joe Biden as Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe, and he's like so
The
old,
slow one.
decrepit.
The slow one.
Yeah, the slow one. I hate to say it like this because technically it has happened in real life too, but he's like accidentally offensive. let's just call it as it is. Where he says some weird deplorable shit every once in a while and he's like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck, Joe?
Yes. And where the one where they play Magic: The Gathering, they have like a Ben Shapiro in the group, and he's basically like the logical nerd type. I was like, okay, you're the analytical nerd. I get it.
No, what's funny is that I actually seen him depicted in a different light in other videos where he's like there's like a sleepover video for them, and Ben Shapiro's the dad.
That's funny.
Super funny. or well, not like stepdad as it were, because they're not like related at all. But it's
Oh
like
yeah, gotcha.
I don't know.
It's
And
pretty
what's
funny.
yeah, but what's funny is that like here's the thing, like the most interesting aspect of all the videos is that not all of them are made by the same person. Different people
No.
are making different content, and yet people have like the exact archetypes nailed down to a T. Where no matter where you fucking watch those videos, it comes out as you would expect it to be. Or
Yes,
so it's
I
like
agree.
so that's like the most impressive shit I've seen in a long time in terms of like
It reminded me
memedom.
of the it reminded me of the AI Eminem memes that pretty much started the whole craze. Where they basically have where people were creating their videos, but they have like the same general like plot lines or like backstory information that they draw
Mhm.
upon, and so and yeah, and that basically evolved into the president's meme, which we have now.
And actually, there's one series in particular that I'm following where they have Kim Jong Un as a character.
Oh, that's a DM, yes.
No, not as a DM, as just a general character in this series.
Oh, okay.
He's like a freaking. You know how they depict him in this version of the show where he always wears the Itachi like cloak, the fucking Akatsuki cloak,
Oh, okay, okay.
and he is very braggadocious at like thinks he's like very cool and shit, but on the inside he's very insecure and shit. To the point where like he's always been depicted as like this like man child to a degree. And that
I
he's
can see
always
that, yeah.
and that he's like he's been fed lies and shit, like believing that North Korea is the best or whatever the cases may be. Like he's been lied to since his childhood and shit. So there's like that weird trauma going on with trying to realize what the hell is happening, but still being like prideful and shit.
Oh, jeez.
George Bush is in there too.
Yeah, George Bush was also in the MTG series as well. Kind of funny enough, he was actually one of the antagonists of the first arc. I was like, oh my gosh, seriously, that MTG series is like, yeah, like I said, it basically evolved into like a Yu-Gi-Oh plot.
Mhm.
Because what ended up happening was like so like the first few episodes where they play Magic the Gathering, it's basically like a game of Commander. The four of them basically play, and then at one point of the series, Obama is went missing, and Trump, Shapiro, and Biden basically entered a tournament in order to find and save him. And there they were blocked by and there they were impeded by George Bush, John F. Kennedy, Bernie Sanders, and it all led up to like a battle, a battle against Dagon from Elder Scrolls. I
Oh,
was like,
God.
what?
What the
Yeah, so
hell is happening?
yeah, I told you. It was like when I meant Yu-Gi-Oh plot, I meant Yu-Gi-Oh plot, and it was
Okay,
great.
I gotta ask though, do these presidents play like random decks, or do they have like their preferred magic styles or magic colors?
For the good majority, they have like their own. They have their preferred like styles.
Okay. Let
For
me get.
example,
Let me guess. Let me guess. Let me guess. Let me guess. I could assume that for Trump, definitely red and possibly
Well,
green.
okay, good guess. At the very first episode, he did play red. He played goblins
Okay.
with Krenko as his commander, and then he later moved to Archides because of walls, which is green, white, and blue.
Interesting. I thought green because of big creatures, and the funny thing is, like, they always depict Trump as like a as a morbidly obese and eats a lot in a lot of in a lot of instances.
Yeah, I mean you're not wrong, and but I think the video creator ended up switching him to Archides mainly because it is a wall tribal deck. It
Uh,
it basically favors monsters who uses the keyword defender, which are basically walls.
Yeah.
So, and then Biden, he
Wait.
he,
Let me guess Biden.
okay.
Let me try to guess all of these. Um, for some reason, when I think Biden, I think white and blue.
White and blue. He has played white in one particular deck, in one
Mhm.
particular episode, but he mainly plays green and black. Because of it,
Interesting. Okay.
and because of it, well, the reason why, because his preferred commander of choice is Chatterfang, which is a squirrel tribal deck.
Interesting.
Basically, the whole point of, okay, so my coworker, the one I was telling you about who played Guild Wars, she plays Chatterfang, and her strategy is mainly generate an army of squirrels. An infinite
That's
number of
so
squirrels.
fucking Joe. Honestly, that is so fucking Joe. Because he's also like very innocent in like mild circumstances, yet completely off the wall in other areas. So it's very funny.
Yeah. And for Obama,
Wait. Okay. I definitely see blue with Obama.
it had blue, yes.
It had blue. God damn it! Like I'm nailing it the first time around, and then for some reason they switch it up at the end.
Well,
I'm gonna say
well, the
if,
thing,
if he switched,
okay,
I'm
he
gonna
did
say.
he hasn't switched a whole lot,
Mhm.
but he mainly plays all 5 colors.
I get it.
Like
I
generally his
get the joke.
yeah.
I get the joke there. Oh no. Oh no.
Mainly his commander of choice is commonly the Dragon, which is a dragon tribal strategy. Basically, help cheat in drag big giant dragons into the field and basically just wreak destruction. But and another deck of choice of him is colorless. He likes to play Thopters.
Okay, that's the thing. So it's all colors or no colors, and the only reason I'm thinking why this is a funny thing is because of the whole people of color kind of motif with that
Oh,
kind of thing. I don't know. I may be overplaying
well,
it, but that's my thought process. If I'm thinking
I don't,
meme,
I don't,
if I'm thinking meme, that would be the reason. You
I
know?
don't, I don't fault you for that. And the reason why he likes playing Thopter is mainly because they're essentially drones.
That's clever. That's fucking clever. Oh my god. And
And and then for Ben,
white.
yeah, he either switches either like mono blue or all 5 colors whenever he decides to play Slivers,
Mm.
which is which is a creature's tribal deck. And so,
You know, what's
but
funny
yeah,
is that with Magic the Gathering, I know that they're archetypes, you know, archetype decks. But
yeah,
it's like for me when I started playing Magic when I was like younger, and this is also based on the fact that earlier Magics like they were less reliant on archetypes and was more like custom, like you know, just figure your own deck out with like what we can bring together.
yeah,
And they only focused on like you know the color combinations, you know, like red
yeah.
green or blue white or you know, and there were like some that were very complementary to each other. Some
Uh-huh.
colors were kind of opposed that didn't work together that well. And you know
Okay.
that kind of system. That's how I'm
Yeah.
used to Magic. But nowadays I'm seeing that you know they're kind of moving in a similar direction to Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's all about
Oh,
them archetypes. You know, like there's a faction of this and there's a group of beastmen like that. You know.
I get that. I get that. But at the same time, it all kind of depends on the format that you're playing. My format of choice is called Modern, which is basically you're given a 60. You're basically build a 60 card deck, and yeah, and then you basically have like a larger card pool than you would get like in the rotating format, which is standard.
Mhm.
Um, those mainly rely on a strategy rather than like an archetype. For
Mhm.
example, my deck of choice is blue-white control. So it doesn't have like a central theme to it. Well, the main theme to it is basically basically play as a control deck. If you faced Sky Strikers in Yu-Gi-Oh, you basically know how it looks.
Mhm.
or Eldritch actually. Eldritch. That's actually a good example of a control deck.
Yeah,
And so
Eldritch. Monarchs are kind of a control deck, but they heavily rely on like heavy strength and lockdown just to prevent like enemies from doing shit. Of
yeah,
course. Hmm.
basically that's how it is with my deck in particular. Um, yeah, my deck is basically called the no fun deck mainly because I basically deny everybody what they want to do. And but essentially my go-to strategy is basically just survive long enough to the point where they essentially run out of gas, and then I just basically summon a giant creature and then basically win the game. Another deck that I like to another deck I like to play uh, another deck that I like to play that would be called so another deck that I also like to play is called Mono White Martyr. It
Okay.
basically yeah, so basically it's a life gain deck that where I generate a ton of life and then you take advantage of that life to basically win the game. It doesn't have like a central theme to it. It's like there's but the only main synergy is basically the whole idea of life gain, quick life gain actually. So yeah, it doesn't really so it definitely doesn't follow like the archetype definition like you would see in Yu-Gi-Oh,
Hmm.
like Blue Eyes or Dark Magician. I
Hmm.
mean, those are called tribal in Magic.
Hmm.
I know in Modern you have like five colored humans or um or blue white spirits.
I've
But
seen
yeah,
like this is probably an older format, but there were like clans or something that had like color combinations that like I forgot
uh-huh.
one archetype. It was like white and red, and they had like an
Yeah.
imperial theme of some sort.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then and then a black and white combo that was all about like they're almost like a gothic cult. I forgot the name of
Okay.
the something like
I
that.
I know what you're talking about actually. So you're okay. So basically, how Magic is kind of set up is like every particular set or expansion takes place in a in a plane. So basically, a plane is a fantasy world where
Hmm.
they generally take like inspiration from mythology and stuff like that. Um, so in Magic the Gathering, you play as a planeswalker, basically a person who travels between worlds,
Hmm.
and yeah, you just conjure spells and defeat your opponent. So the plane that you're thinking of is a plane called Ravnica, a world. Basically, think Coruscant from Star Wars, but it's all magic based.
Hmm.
So the color combination you were mentioning, red white, is known as Boros,
Yeah,
Boros
so
Legion,
that's what it is. Yep, yep,
and
yep, 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 yep.
and
I
the white
remember
and
now.
black, those are known as the Orzhov.
Yep, those are
Yep.
the ones. That's the one that I vaguely remember, like the ones I have like strong memories of at a later point.
Uh-huh.
Are those still relevant, or are they just gone at this point? Like, nope, nobody plays that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm pretty sure you'll find I'm pretty sure you'll find like a good strategy with it. I haven't really played. Well, actually, I did have a Boros for a different format, but I basically just kind of already like dismantled that deck
Mm,
because I needed some of the pieces for another deck.
mm.
um, but but yeah, Boros is pretty fun. They're basically basically your goal is to basically summon creatures quickly into the board using red, and then basically just pump them up or fortify them with white.
Hmm. And then
And
I
so,
think one of my favorite eras of like when Magic was doing when they were throwing dual decks, where
yes,
essentially it's literally a package deal of two decks that are designed specifically to fight each other. You know,
yeah,
they can both counter each other. They're not one is relatively weaker than the other, but you know there's a theme going on between the two. And I've seen
yeah,
like angels versus demons,
uh-huh,
heroes versus monsters,
okay,
and I think and I think there was literally one called Might and Magic, I believe,
uh-huh,
where it was like I think it was like a red themed deck that was all about like strength, brr, and then the other one was like pure magic, spellcasters and all that.
uh-huh.
So like I remember
Yeah,
those decks, and it's like those things were kind of cool, you know.
They are. They are. Yeah. Basically, when it comes to the colors in Magic, they basically play with a. They have a certain philosophy behind them, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. So if you're whenever it definitely plays a role when it comes to deck building. Um, for example, you have like red. Basically, as you mentioned, it was like the color of strength. You
Strength,
basically
fire, lightning, brute
yeah.
force.
Exactly. That's basically the design philosophy. Most of the creatures that you see in red normally would have like some sort of effect that'd be devastating like quickly and most painfully as possible.
Hmm.
For and you have blue, which is basically like the color of
Blue,
knowledge.
blue,
Um,
blue, blue is all about the tricks, the deceptions, the way to turn things around in your favor.
yeah,
Be annoying as hell,
yeah,
essentially.
pretty much.
Water,
You basically
fluidity, and shit.
you you hit the nail on the coffin on that one, and and then obviously with black, it's basically
Black is
power
all
through
about
sacrifice.
exactly that you are likely to endanger yourself for the sake of gaining more power. Darkness, shadows,
I,
poisons.
I
Uh,
would say like the best example of that would be Guts from Berserk. He's willing to put himself into harm's way, even at points where, even to the point of death, just to gain
nah,
an
if
edge
no
on
no no
black.
no 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 no. If we were okay. This is honestly kind of a cool idea. Where if we were to like put like what type of magics would certain characters be? If it was guts, it'd be red black.
Yeah,
It has to be that color combination. He's not strictly black.
yeah,
Besides the
yeah, like
irony of him
yeah,
being the black swordsman, I get it. That's funny. But no. I'm talking about like he is raw fucking manpower and shit. But the armor is definitely fucking black.
yeah. But you kind of get the idea. Basically,
Mhm.
you basically just hurt. You basically, like you said, endanger yourself to gain an edge,
Mhm.
and and you get yeah. Some of the costs may be grave, but the effects are devastating once you're able to pull them off. I remember one particular game that I had.
It's
The
the gamba color.
yeah. Basically, what ended up happening is like my opponent. He basically whittled his own life down to one, as low as possible, and then summon a creature that basically gains power depending on how much life you have left. So if you summon it at full health, at full life, yeah, it's pretty weak. But if you're doing it near death, it's pretty bad.
It's the nuclear option.
Exactly, exactly.
Let's
And then
see.
green is basically
Green,
the color of
green,
nature. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, nature, big ass monsters, big health, tanky as shit.
Yes.
Sometimes also very spammy in terms of creatures. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, like that's the depiction I remember. Like they're extremely tough to kill, and
Yeah.
a lot of healing too, because nature's all about healing a lot of the time. So.
Healing is actually more reserved for
White,
white.
yeah, I know
Uh,
that, but green does have that reservation too, to a degree.
it
Nature
does.
magic and all that shit.
What green is really, really good at is basically producing mana. Basically taking advantage to the bounty of the ground beneath you, and generate as much magical power to summon those big creatures you were talking about.
That's ironic. That's a little bit ironic. Let's use the forest. Let's cut down all the trees.
Yeah, and
Eh,
obviously with white,
White is like order, holy, healing. Um, they also actually instead of like I think I should kind of swap this a little bit. White is definitely the swarmy kind of one because they have a lot of like I kind of relegate them to something similar to like a chess game where there's a lot of pawns being thrown, a lot of pawns. But at the end, like with more resources that you gather, you start to gather like very difficult like enemies to deal with.
okay. That is a good guess. And they do have, and there are strategies in which White does produce creatures into your field, but they're mainly more designed for protection,
Yeah,
as well
defense,
as
and very defensive too. I forgot.
exactly. And like you mentioned, Holy, they have the ability to exile creatures from the battlefield too. So really powerful stuff.
You're banished, bitch.
Exactly. But yeah, and and I know we got sidetracked, but the whole conversation basically comes around from AI presidents playing, and going back to that MTG series. Now they're going into their second arc, in which basically the presidents are on the run because they are being hunted down by Hillary Clinton,
Oh God, yeah.
and and the
She's
story-
always depicted as a villain in almost every possible version of President AIs, I swear. She's always depicted as a villain.
and
Hell.
and she basically has like a grudge against Donald Trump,
Of course.
and which is kind of funny. And the most recent episode, funny enough, they actually kind of revealed a backstory that behind it, which the 2016 election kind of played into, but that is not the whole thing. I was like,
God.
"Oh, you kidding me? Really?" Uh, so yeah, she sent her minion Andrew Tate to
Oh,
basically take
really?
down the presidents.
Really? Those two are colluding? What the fuck?
Yes.
How the
And he-
that does not make any sense. That does not compute, okay?
He
Hell
acts all alpha, but in the presence of a strong woman, he's submissive as fuck.
no. It don't make no motherfucking sense.
But yeah, it's hilarious. If you're ever interested, I'll definitely link a video of the series.
Yeah,
Because-
put the playlist somewhere in the video channel in particular. So go ahead. Let's see here. Yeah, AI presidents, man, like that shit's addicting to watch.
It is addicting, and
That,
Oh
the
my
only
gosh.
thing, the only thing that I guess I'm just not a fan of, and again, that's just with the nature of how they're made at this point, is that I kind of wish there was like a definitive creator of that. But then again, it's the technology for doing this is so like accessible that anybody
Yeah.
can particularly do it. So no, I'm not fully against the way that everybody just has this, but I'm glad that at the very least everybody's kind of consistent with the way they're meant to be depicted in a way, you know.
yeah.
Because my God, it's oh, and they were playing. There was one I saw where they were playing like Smash Melee.
Oh jeez,
That shit was funny.
the sweatiest entry of the series.
Mm-hmm. And I seen a bunch of like tier list videos with them too, surprisingly.
Yeah.
So far, my favorite one that I've seen has to do with the Legend of Zelda series.
Oh yeah.
They literally made like a tier list for Legend of Zelda, which is really funny, and some takes are kind of horrible. Like, it's like, are you serious? Why the fuck would you not put this in S tier? Hello? Hello? But, yeah, it's really funny. How familiar, by the way, are you with Legend of Zelda? I'm not too familiar with it, but how about you?
I'm very familiar.
How many games have you played?
Ooh, I kind of lost track. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom mainly because I haven't finished Breath of the Wild yet.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, I have played almost every single game in the series,
Okay.
even the NES ones.
Okay, that's fair. What about Game Boy ones or DS ones?
Oracle of Ages I've played. I haven't played Seasons, nor the secret third game, quote unquote.
Okay.
But let's see. I have played the Game Boy Advance games.
Now, what's funny is that during that particular video, they were very aggressive towards each other in terms of how to set the list. And I think literally only one game made it to S tier, surprisingly.
Oh, really?
You think- you
Link's
think- you think-
Awakening or something?
You think with a series as prominent as this, you think there would be multiple S tiers, but no. There's only one, surprisingly. And
It's-
okay, suppose it's I forgot which one it is. I'm not so sure if it's a Game Boy version or something like that. I don't remember, but it's supposed to be like a pseudo spiritual successor to Link's Awakening.
let's see here.
We're literally how they described it is it's like a better version of Link's Awakening.
I think okay. I know a Link's Awakening had a remake. I think the game you're probably referring to is A Link Between Worlds, which is essentially a spiritual successor of A Link to the Past.
Yeah, that's the one that got S tier, surprisingly. Because again, I'm not too familiar with that one, but because again,
Link to the Past is pretty solid.
I have yet to play any of the Legend of Zelda games. Basically, the one that I mostly played and I never even finished technically is Twilight Princess. For the Wii, by the way, not GameCube. It was fun. I rented it. It was pretty fun, but I think I never really got stuck to it. I think I got stuck in a part and I kind of gave up. So,
Yeah.
and there was a huge debate between like which is better, Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time.
That is definitely a good conversation. That's actually a good debate, though. I mean,
That's
they
like
all have their strengths and weaknesses.
That's like the most superheated conversation between those two games, dude. Okay.
I'm more in the argument that Ocarina of Time came first, so I'm a lot more biased on that. But I do like the ideas that was presented in Majora's Mask.
Okay. Then here's a funny thing. Okay, now think of the AI presidents. Of the who liked more Majora's Mask and who liked more Ocarina of Time between the three presidents? You know, Obama, Trump, and Joe.
I would say, I would say Trump liking Majora's Mask.
You fucking got it.
Oh yes.
What are you talking about? Majora's Mask is way better than Ocarina of Time. That field where you fight Epona, it's literally empty content. Majora's Mask is maybe a smaller game, but it's more refined, more detailed, has a better storyline and all that shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Joe's a little more simplistic in the aspect where he just thinks Ocarina is like the field is pretty fantastic. It didn't come out as rushed to a degree.
Yeah. Oh shoot! I hit level 40. Okay.
So either or, like they both have their strengths and weaknesses. But
Yeah, they do.
you know, I'd say both are really good, but they couldn't settle on which one's better than the other. And I think they put
You can't really.
And I think they put Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess also in the A tier, in particular.
Okay.
So there's 4 games in A tier, and there was a couple of games that were like in B tier. Basically, a lot of the NES games are kind of like in lower C's areas. So there's definitely, although to be fair, Joe is definitely more of a fan of the 2D Zeldas. Because obviously they have to pick them as old, decrepit, and ancient, and is familiar with those games.
I get it.
Oh, Christ. I can't wait to watch like some other, because I've saved up a playlist for this shit, so it's going to be hilarious to see what's going on. Let's see. And then, is there any kind of other interesting content you've been seeing lately on YouTube and shit?
Oof. Let's see. If I have to say, shoot. I haven't really watched a whole lot of YouTube. I know I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter 6. In fact, I
Yep.
believe I finished a world tour just last night actually.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
finished
the
yet.
main story. Yeah, the main story on world tour. And yeah, I've already created like my end game look, and it's like, dude, I look good. I look good. And so
Have you been using using it in avatar battles online?
I'm pretty weak on Avatar battles because they use your stats,
Yep.
and so I'm definitely not high enough level for it. When I took it to Avatar battles, I was like, I had like 2 health bars, and my opponent had 3. I was like, are you kidding me? So there was that. Excuse me. Let's see, and then yeah, I've just been playing a whole lot of Street Fighter.
Yeah, I did. I definitely need
then-
to get back into Street Fighter a bit. Ever since like
Oh,
I've been
you
doing like
should.
these other projects, I kind of stepped away from the Street Fighter for a bit. And
Even
they
if
added
it's- even if
and
it's
they added
not-
Rashid.
yeah,
They
sorry.
added Rashid recently too. So.
They did. And even if you don't have him as a DLC, you still have access to him on World Tour. So
Oh,
you
nice.
do have access to it. Yeah. And so and yeah, it's like even it doesn't even have to doesn't need to be a stream too. It's like if you want to play Street Fighter, if you're itching for fighting, dude, let me know. I'll be more than happy to join with you.
Yeah, I could use some sparring. I definitely want to improve my jury gameplay.
Gotcha.
So far, like the characters that I've been very keen on using is like Jury, Chun Li. Cammy's pretty fun, but I just don't like the fact that she doesn't have any projectiles, so she's kind of a risky play for me. I kind of want to practice Manon to a degree because I really like her grapple gameplay.
Yeah.
Zangief is pretty fucking cool, although he is probably like the hardest to master given that he lacks a lot of his typical skills in previous games. But the game does compensate him enough where you could get away with a lot of stuff because all the other systems are just so fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
The parries, the rush, the drive rushes, and all that shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
those are like game defining like mechanics there that all characters have access to. So it's like everybody uses the same toolkit. But those toolkits are like so evenly matched that even though there are differences in gameplay, obviously from all the characters, those mechanics even the odds pretty fucking well.
Yeah. And yeah, and I don't know. The inclusion of the modern control scheme in Street Fighter is actually definitely ups the accessibility. Sure, you don't have like the degree of precision that you would need in the classic control schemes, but for like a new player or a casual player, it was perfect.
Oh yeah. There are some interesting little like balancing that they did with the modern controls. So for one thing, you don't have access to every single attack with modern.
Yeah.
There are certainly a few moves that you just can't do, or combos that you just can't pull off with modern. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Number 2 is that your damage is reduced by 20%.
Really?
Yeah. Just to even things out a little bit because, surprisingly, modern does have some pretty significant advantages, you know? So,
Yeah.
you can pull off combos with a single fucking button, practically. You have access to a plethora of, like, powerful, like, special moves. Again, with a single press of a fucking button. So, there are many advantages. Basically, the main strength of modern is that it's no longer about, just, memorizing all the combos. It's about actually learning how to execute them properly,
Yeah.
Basically, it just takes away a little bit of that difficulty curve of learning so many fucking moves and just focuses on things that are core to the character and make it work as simple as possible. Now,
Yeah.
And as far as has that changed the landscape or anything? Not really. I think in competitive, we're still seeing a lot of like people sticking to classic. Although I do have to pay attention to Evo this year because they actually are going to be doing a Street Fighter 6 tournament there.
Okay, okay.
And I want to see how many people are actually using Modern in a tournament setting.
That would be interesting to see.
That's what I want to see.
Or probably even create like a whole division based on Modern controls. Like a
Mm,
whole separate tournament or something like that.
I think if it's a necessity, then yes, but at least from the way they designed the controls and shit, it's like meant to be okay to be played even against like different control schemes, with the exception of the like AI assisted one.
Uh-huh.
I think they call it dynamic, I believe.
I think
And
so, yeah.
and dynamic is literally like some AI kind of helps you out in terms of execution and shit. Which I haven't tried. I'm kind of too scared to try that one out. And let's see.
Alright, so what are you doing right now, Zachryox?
Still doing world completion at the moment. I'm currently
Okay.
in Fields of Ruin. Trying to
Alright,
get.
and I guess alright, I guess I'll go ahead and continue with a story completion for me then.
Oh, you know what? I can join you. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah. Let me bring in like the the big mama character I got here. Oh, I just gotta get out of combat.
Disorient, stupefy,
And then
confuse.
how feasible is the possibility of doing a two-man dungeon?
It's possible, but the thing is, like most people who can solo these are speedrunners. We're not going for speedrunning. We're of course just trying to do what we can to just complete them as best as possible, and fight along the way. But yeah, it'll be a little interesting.
Huh.
Which
Okay,
again,
okay.
at the moment, we're just waiting for Seon just yet. She says she might be coming
Yeah.
back, but we'll see how that works.
Oh, no worries.
I could use
You know, them kids need to be taken care of.
I don't.
Mama's
I
gonna
don't fault
deal
her
with
for
it.
that.
Alright, I'm on the map. Where the fuck you at?
I
see
am
you.
moving west.
Whee! Oh, by the way, have you seen Project L?
Ah! Project.
Oh, you're
Project.
fucked.
Come on!
Now you
I will not die.
Hold on.
Did you just create a copy?
Yep.
Thank you.
That's Mesmer clones for you. Let's save this person too, because we're gonna need all the manpower. Oh Jesus, I am dying.
need to rest.
Oh gosh, dang it!
Did you die again?
I need help. Thank you.
Okay.
You're seeing things. Down.
Oh Jesus.
Getting help.
Oh Jesus.
You know what game I really want to try one of these days?
Nothing can bring me down.
Dragon's Dogma.
Fury is mine.
Dragon's Dogma. Damn, that's an oldie.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. There's the second game is coming, and I don't know. I'm definitely warming up to the idea of trying that game.
Is it on PC or something, or?
I think so. I'll have to look it up.
Fury is mine.
Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. How the fuck am I not getting caught by the net, dude?
Might makes me right.
Oh gosh, dang it.
Healthy.
She's dead. Good shit.
There we go.
You survived. You survived a giant spider. How do you feel?
Icky.
Spider-Man.
Icky dang.
Let me actually take a closer look at this thing. Ah, fuck! It disappeared.
Okay, search. Okay, there it is.
You know, having my character wear like a school uniform, but the glasses are just fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Zachary, you made it. Hell's information led me to a lion guard named Dansky, who used to deliver messages.
Both have the same hair.
Minister Arden's not guilty. Someone was framing him to take the fall if this treason was ever discovered. It's got to be someone else in the ministry.
You two have the same barber?
And ambition.
Strong Falcon Company weakened the Seraph and turned public opinion against the Queen. It was a clever plan. It almost worked.
I want to see if these bandits have any answers.
Actually, I'll say this when I get to stream more Guild Wars 2 in the EU. But I kind of decided to switch things up a little bit with the character that I made for the account. Where I had the intention of having him be like an old dude Don Quixote character, essentially.
Uh-huh.
But I thought, like maybe not that many people are gonna get the reference, and I don't know. I just got interested in this into a funnier joke, probably. And the only reason I went with it though is because the name wasn't taken. So
Oh yeah.
I kept the old man facade thing, but I decided to make him buff, have a better hairstyle, and I called him Grand Giga Chad.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes. I love it.
It's gonna be either unbelievably funny or unbelievably cringe. But it's whatever. I did it, I committed to it.
I'm going to.
I made him swole.
At least you didn't make a character that is named Jack as the first name and Mihawk as the last name.
Jack Miha? Oh god, fuck you. Can't believe I fell for that shit. For some reason I was thinking like a Mihawk from One Piece.
Oh my gosh.
Who set this up?
I'm glad that Oda figured out not to call him Jack as the first name.
That bandit's testimony was the only evidence we had.
At least we know the truth and we can protect the Queen. It's not enough, but it'll have to do.
You're right. We'll figure out what to do after we free these prisoners and get them back to the city.
You need to change that coat color, bruh. Unless you like it, I don't know. Deborah?
Deborah! Merciful God, you're
That's your
alive.
sister.
It's going to be okay.
Is she alive?
Am I dreaming?
Wait,
Is that
What
Grand
character? Okay,
Is it really you?
here's what's funny.
You're safe now.
What?
Her appearance changes based on the decision you made in an earlier instance. Where you said, oh, we're Canthan. Oh, we're Ascalonian. Ah, we're Crichton.
It's all right, Dax.
Ah.
We'll make sure all of you get back to Divinity.
I don't remember if this is either
Thank you.
a Crichton
And you.
appearance
You're both heroes.
or
I'll
a
take these Seraph home.
Alonian appearance.
So Minister Arton can be released. No more
Yeah.
innocents will suffer.
I can't
in this
remember it either.
treasonous plot.
Um,
You
I
made
don't
the fucking
know.
choice.
I know.
All because of you.
But it was just one small choice, and I think I was doing it during the middle of a stream or something.
Small
No, no,
choice. Mhm.
I know, right?
All your choices matter, my friend. Oh Jesus. Actually, let me. I can find out for you. Just hold on. Let me just go to the wiki.
Someone. Okay. Okay, now we need to go meet the queen. Okay.
Queen,
Ah,
my queen.
my queen.
That meme will never die in my head, dude.
It never will.
Deborah's Ascalonian, Canthan, Alonian, Crichton. Okay, you definitely picked Alonian in this case. Okay.
Ah.
Which, quick note, Alonian means she's of, at least in this game's fiction terms, of African descent.
Ah, okay. Okay, let's go to the map. And let's go see the queen.
The queen. The queen. Ebola! Oh, Jesus Christ.
In order for you to know the way, you need to have Ebola.
You need to have Ebola to know the way.
Oh my gosh. That meme though,
It's legendary, dude.
it is legendary. I mean, I think you can still find it in VR chat, but
They're
Yeah,
very
exactly.
rare. They're very rare now at this point. They're like an
Exactly.
endangered species.
they are.
Majesty, Captain Thackeray.
Oh no!
Indeed. I'm glad you're here, my friend. Kryta needs you once
I
more.
wonder if there's still like their custom levels. Like they have like a like
There's a
literal
citizen
Uganda,
called
something like that.
Yusuf Mir. The area's been hit hard by
Oh
our
my
war with
gosh.
the Centaurs. Most of the lumber there goes to build catapults and defenses, so it's common practice to use strips of marsh moss instead of firewood on cold nights. However, the Seraph have brought me recent reports that risen undead, servants of Or, have been seen in the swamp.
Risen? The dragon's minions. If they're in the swamp, anyone who goes in there would be in great danger.
Precisely. The three orders of Tyria are pushing to be involved, but can't agree on a plan. While they bicker, my people are at risk. Hero, I have summoned you to act as advocate of the crown. I want you to meet with the orders and take charge of the situation.
You'll be dealing with the Vigil, the Durman Priory, and the Order of Whispers. All three specialize in fighting Zaitan and its minions. However, they all use different methods. It'll be your job to decide which plan is best, and then act on it.
All right, so we're
You
gonna
will have
fight
the
Shrek
full
in the
authority of
swamp.
the crown
Oh,
to handle
God.
this situation. Will you accept this task, Hero?
Your Majesty, I will. I'm honored to serve Kryta and my queen.
We will have this quest over
Go.
with.
And meet with the Order representatives as soon as possible. I look forward to your report.
Haha! Okay. Let us go!
Let's see.
Okay, so we're gonna fight some zombies, and of course it sounds like we're gonna be fighting Shrek as well.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, Alonians are of like African descent, sort of a mixture of Arabian, Egyptian, like old school stuff. Canthan is basically Asian cultures mixed in together, like
Okay.
China, Japan, and Korea to a degree.
Gotcha.
Kryta has more Mediterranean inspirations, and Ascalon is like Eastern European, like classic
Gotcha.
medieval Europe. kind of type
Man,
deal. Like English, Spanish, French, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
But as of now, though, when it comes to at least in the current timeline of humans right now that you're dealing with, they are in fact the last humans on the planet at this point, because they've been kind of going through a bit of a population decrease with all the wars that they've been putting themselves into.
Dang, eventually we're gonna have like a Mad Max style situation, especially Fury Road.
Jesus. Now, to be fair, this is just the Crichton perception of that. The last of humanity in Kryta, you know? We don't know the current status of Alona and Cantha at the moment, so...
Okay.
Basically, everything in here is considered that the humans are kind of down to the wire, given that they've been heavily depopulated by the Char in the previous game, and more recently, of course, the Centaurs.
Finally. Thank
Gotcha.
God you're here. I am Scholar Joser of the Derman Priory. We've been expecting you.
You're here to make decisions, and that's exactly what we need.
For once, Ehan's right about something. I'm Hiroki, a crusader with the Vigil. The Risen forces are active in Lichcroft Mere. There are missing villagers, mostly children. We've got to get soldiers in there. The Vigil has a squad standing by. They're ready to sweep the area on your signal, Advocate. Just give the word.
Advocate, I'm sure you can see that such an approach would only cause more problems. The Derman Priory has a wondrous device called the Mortis Verge. We believe in using intellect to fight the dragons. Saves on manpower, you know, and we have achieved some marvelous advancements.
Your device is theoretical, untested. You want to risk children on that? Vigil steel is tried and true.
I'm with the Order of Whispers.
You guys have the same barber.
The Queen's attention. We'll leave the front line fighting to the others.
Very well. Hiroki, Josir, give me a moment to think this over and then I'll decide.
Okay, use a mysterious device or send in troops.
Given your immaculate decision of wanting to be that Western cowboy bullshit, you know, being a gunslinger, no fucks given, I'm gonna shoot every motherfucker in the room kind of deal, your character is more Hiroki style.
Gotcha. That's what I was thinking. So
go direct, you know, just direct and simple. Let's just take care of the fucking job.
Alrighty. I'm ready to decide. I will go with the Vigils.
Yep, Vigils.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let us go. Oh, I get to select my reward.
I'm trying to
they're
figure.
weak.
I'm trying to figure like comparisons to how these orders work in other fiction. I would say the Priory is Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Basically,
you have like your court wizards and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then
the Whispers is basically Illuminati, pretty much.
Okay.
And the Vigil, I'm not a fan of this combination because I'm just right now not thinking like of any other better options. But like the Night's Watch from Game of Thrones.
Gotcha.
Don't mind me, I'm skimming.
You got a mount for underwater too?
Yep.
My gosh. Do I need to
Path of
grind my
Fire.
credit card to get it?
Path of Fire.
Oh my gosh.
Path of Fire is essentially the mount expansion, essentially.
I need to get myself the mount expansion then.
Also,
Jeez.
I still recommend that if you want your Raptor back, you definitely need to level up a character to level 10.
Yeah.
The rumors were true. Glad to see you, Advocate, but I wish I had better news. We've got a problem.
The children!
The Vigil squad sent to meet us has been overrun during an initial sweep of the swamp. The area's crawling with hostiles. The children are still out there, and now my soldiers are in jeopardy as well. It's down to you and me.
Bruh.
Don't worry, Hiroki. I can handle myself in a fight. If you're willing, we can rescue your soldiers and then find those kids.
Your courage does you credit. Vigil soldiers are well-trained, dedicated, and determined to defend Tyria. You'd fit right in. If my squad followed protocol, they'll have dug in to wait for reinforcements. We'll need to look for a makeshift bunker.
Then that is what we'll do. I'm ready to move out when you are.
Alrighty. Everything in that general direction must die.
Yep.
The undead don't gather like this without cause. I can only imagine what horror is behind this.
Do I have a sword? Oh. I need to check my weapons in here because I'm not a fan of this staff usage right now.
You're playing Castlevania, I'm playing House of the Dead.
What the fuck does that have to do with why Castlevania?
You're using swords and magic, I'm using guns.
You haven't seen the way I use my sword. Watch this shit. Yes, this great sword is a long-range weapon.
You're basically using your sword as a railgun.
Yes.
And
Jelly?
kinda.
There it is.
But nah. I'm good. 'Cause I'm sticking to with my guns.
I mean, you do have access to some shadow magic eventually. By purchasing the End of Dragons expansion.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
It's good to see you're still alive, Serena. What's the status of your troops?
We found several children hiding in the swamp. As we were helping them, we were overrun. We dug in here to repel an undead attack. It's not going well, Crusader.
No
The
shit.
Wizard pinned us down and inflicted heavy casualties. As the commander of this unit, I take full responsibility.
Remember your oath, Serena. Your soldiers swore to protect the innocent, and that's exactly what they did. We are the light in the darkness. The soldiers in your command died with honor.
What do we do
I
now?
hate that term, dude. I am the light in the
This
darkness.
isn't over yet, Advocate.
It's so overused,
There are
dude.
people lost in the swamp out there. The mission will go on.
How would you say it
Children are our
then?
top priority. We'll hold off the undead.
Not that. just something else. Give me another fucking
You
thing.
heard the Crusader. Vigil, form a defensive perimeter. You two, take the east. You two, the west. Eyes sharp.
The Advocate and I will cover the center. Move out.
And what, pray tell, is wrong with being green?
Nothing, ma'am. It's just a turn of phrase.
Turn your phrase to battle, soldier. Here they come.
Was that unintentional racism right there? Hello?
Maybe green as in brand new. Inexperienced.
No, green because Solwari. He was literally talking to a Solwari.
Huh.
Whoops.
Whoops indeed.
We got a problem. Hold on.
Oh no, they're getting the kids!
Not the children. Will somebody please think of the children? Actually, what's funny is I'm not so sure if it still works the same way, but the farther the enemy is to my long range sword, the more damage I inflict.
Nice. They're going for the kids.
Not the children. You know what? I should probably switch to this.
And now I have destroyed the eardrum of the children here.
Don't give up. Hiroki will see us through.
Now shut eyes open, soldiers.
Sharp blades, sharp mind.
Blade storm.
Another.
Don't mind me, I got floating daggers.
I saw that. Ah! Eat my lead!
Eat my psychic
The
knives.
men are falling back. Their lines are broken. We've won.
This is our chance to get the children out. Soldier, what's Tactician Serena's status?
She got injured.
She's conscious, Crusader, but in rough shape. I'm no expert on Sylvari, but it looks pretty bad.
That's kind of cute.
Leave me. I'm not afraid to die. I gave my oath.
The Vigil doesn't leave anyone behind, Serena. You don't have permission to die. Do you hear me?
I hear you, Crusader, and thank you.
You don't have my permission to die.
Move fast. Keep the children together and don't stop unless you absolutely have to.
Agreed. Vigil, move out.
Oh, by the way, while we're done here, let's get you some fucking colors, dude. All right, we're done here.
I have a few.
No. We have like an excessive amount of dyes in the guild bank. I need to get those things distributed. So.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to pay transmutation charges for them?
No.
Okay.
It only affects transportation charges only work for changing like the actual appearance of the armor or weapon, but not the color.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out of the fact that I have to pay transmutation charges for weapon skins. I was like, really? Then I shouldn't have used my skin on the revolvers.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so you mentioned
Quick,
dyes.
quick to the guild hall. Just press G and then just press the guild hall button in where the name is. It should be on the far right.
Okay. Guild hall. Okay.
Yep, to the guild hall.
Lost Precipice.
Yep. It's still in a phase of being constructed. We're just trying to get all the materials we need. Here's
so you
our.
just barely so you barely made a lease. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
We're having pumpkin for dinner.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's do it.
Only the rest of the crew is here.
Yep. We'll do a fusion of the teams one day. It's just getting everything in order, get everybody on track.
So you are the treasurer.
Yep, he's the treasurer. Basically, if you have anything that's worth depositing, you give it to him. That way, it can be thrown in for upgrades. But now let's talk about what we have here. Guild Bank. So you see, there is a fuck ton of colors that we have right now.
Holy cow! There goes my hero!
Bruh, what did you do?
Oh, I'm alive!
Did you land in the water?
I did. How do I get back up?
There's a waypoint. There's a waypoint. Just waypoint up.
I think I see it. Oh, a jump pad. Okay.
No, not a jump pad. Waypoint. It's not going to cost you any coin. Just jump to it. Okay.
Dang, this is actually a pretty big guild hall.
Yep.
Now we just need to get the entire Scuff Squad here.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace simplicity.
All right, Guild Bank.
All right, so I can
Hello.
I can at least definitely give you the banana color.
Banana.
Because there is basically we have a color that has two copies of it, so I'll give you at least one banana color.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll keep the other banana in
Green.
there.
Chocolate dye, dusk dye, celery dye, brook. Can't say that I'm
Too fond of some of the colors here.
Yeah.
Check out Iron or Nightshade. Those are like part of the black and gray collection of colors.
Iron, iron, iron.
Top left corner.
Okay. I like it.
That one you want?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay. There's also Nightshade, which is top row, fourth to the right.
Top row, fourth to the right. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Nightshade or Iron?
I'll take iron.
Okay.
Inventory. I need to make sure
All right.
I have materials. Okay. Maybe I need to grab. Maybe I need to grab the box from the other character.
Excelsior.
No, whatever the fuck you do, don't salvage these. Just eat them.
Okay, what happened to the iron? Did you take it?
Yep, I sent it to you.
Oh. Well, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I have like access to the bank myself due to security reasons. You just don't want shit to be stolen.
No, I totally get it. Okay.
I'm the manager here.
I am the captain now.
Money. Oh, God, my inventory is a fucking mess, dude. Jesus.
You're telling me. Okay. Please tell me I can. Yes.
Yep, you can sell crap to her.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
Let's start cleaning this up here.
Scout's coat. It's pretty bad.
Don't worry too much about your fashion for now until you reach level 80.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm having this skin.
That's why I think outfits are like the perfect item for leveling. So if you don't have your gear completely set, but you don't want to look ugly as fuck, you got something to use for.
Exactly. Strong iron pistol, definitely stronger than the one I got. But I can't really use it because I love my revolvers too much.
Speaking of, let's see what's in the trading post. Build templates have an increase. Oh, they're pretty cheap nowadays. They're actually doing like a bit of a discount. Welcome to Anniversary Discount Week. So. Oh shit, they have Ivy's sword in here, that's funny. Literally called the Chain Whip Sword.
Nice.
Ooh, the comfy cat chair is available. Lots of good shit. Lots of good shit, not gonna lie. There's the tea time chair. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. Not gonna buy any of these just yet because I'm basically gonna be waiting for what hopefully they're gonna do this year, same as before. Some sort of like 4-week package deal. And you just get items, items every week. So that's hopefully what I'm waiting for. Alright, ma'am, I need you to take this junk away. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, get rid of those two. There we go. Now my
Guild
inventory.
decoration trader?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
for like purchasing items that can be used for decorations in the guild hall. If you have anything of value there, then you can just ask for it.
Okay.
Commendation
Wait.
trader. Right. I forgot about this.
Commendation. Oh, what's the guild commendation? How do you get guild commendations? There's like
By
specific
doing
quests in-
guild missions.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm not quite there yet. I need to be level 80.
No. Technically, you can do these at any level. The only thing that I would argue that would be important is to have as many of the waypoints across the world as much as possible, because it does require you to be like everywhere.
I see. All right. So for the Scuff Squad, what's like the plans here? I was like, what are we hoping to achieve in this guild hall here?
Eventually we're gonna be getting like enough material to just start making upgrades. Like we can get an arena going.
Okay.
We can upgrade the tavern in a bit later. Get a shopping district for items.
Oh heck yeah! All right. So what exactly do you need? And is there anything that I can help?
Let's see here. I do need to check with the actual guy over there. Hold on. Yo, Frugal. What shit do you need now? Okay, a fuck ton of mithril, of course. A fuck ton of cured leather squares, but that's like level 67. Like it's basically tier 5 material. Ooh, fucking linseed oils. Jesus Christ. We need 100 of these, but I need to encourage everybody to farm flax seeds, which it's not exactly easy to obtain. You need to have like Heart of Thorns maps to gain access to some of that shit.
Okay.
Elderwood planks. Jesus, that's a lot. We need 1,650 fucking planks. Jesus.
That is a lot of wood. Elderwood, planks too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and they have to be planks.
All
It's not just the wood.
Okay, so you're fine for
Potions of
mods.
PvP rewards, which we have to play PvP. Fuck. Anyway. Celestial intricate gossamer. I can get those on the trading post. That's pretty fair.
Okay.
And Imperial fragments. Okay, and some of these are stuff that you would need to start crafting with, essentially.
Yeah. Okay, so like the Imperial Star, that's a crafting item?
Yeah, a lot of
fragments.
Yeah, the vial of linseed is craftable. Elder planks are craftable. The leather squares and the ingots are craftable. Yeah, a majority of the stuff it requires some crafting. Others you just gain by playing.
Okay.
Probably the ones that are going to be the roughest. I mean, it's not that bad, but I tried doing it solo, and it only took me like maybe two or maybe 5 or 10 sessions just to have like a consistent amount of this. Is the silver waste shovels.
Ah, okay.
Which basically you earn them by completing events in the silver waste.
Okay.
Let's see. What about this?
Then all the more reason why I need to get up to level 80 then.
There you go.
Basically to start helping out.
Yep. And the icy runestones are a pain in the ass because they are all literally 1 gold each. Fuck. Which means 30 gold. We need 30 raw fucking gold to get this particular piece.
Yeah. Okay, then I feel like what we should probably do is like get the Scuff Squad all together, and then just basically just have like one particular stream just farming or something like that.
I don't want to encourage that too much because farming is very tedious.
Well, you mentioned PvP in one case, so...
Yeah, PvP is a thing. Which, by the way, if you do play up PvP, you are basically maxed out at 80.
Okay.
Gear is treated differently in that game mode. It's not about armor. You basically just have, like, these amulets that set up, like, the general stat of what you're going through. You know, you want to focus on a glass cannon build, you want more toughness, you want some different abilities, so on and so forth, essentially. But you basically, it's balanced that way so that everybody's as evenly as they can. No differences in armor or weapon quality. It's just raw skill with a few stats in between to make yourself different. I will say this, though. PvP is a bit rough. It's a bit tough. And as most competitive modes can be, a bit toxic. So...
I've played Destiny 2, so... Yeah, I'm familiar with the toxicity of a PvP environment, so...
If you can handle it, sure.
Well, someone's gonna have to do it, and I mean, if this guild hall is gonna flourish, then yeah, someone has to do it. Might not be me.
I am most excited for the PvP arena because then we can do like one-on-ones and shit. That'd be funny as hell.
Oh heck yeah! Oh, we'd be taking bets who's gonna win, you or me, or Seon and Asabora, or
we'll do a Scuff Squad Guild Wars 2 tournament.
Exactly.
Actually, get in here. Okay. I'll take you to a grand tour of the arena, or where it's going to be taking place. This is where the marketplace is going to be.
Nice.
Geronimo!
And this is the Coliseum for the arena, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, right now it's obviously decrepit, broken, and a lot of rocks on top of it, but once we get the materials and the means to do it, then we got ourselves a fucking arena.
There you go. Oh.
Yep, this place is big enough for one-on-ones, 2v2s, 3v3s, squad battles.
Oh, there you go. That's cool.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to that shit. So once we get like most of the materials working, then we should be good to go.
All right.
Let me check on things here.
You know what? Screw it. I'm doing it.
You're gonna go for PvP?
No. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the boost.
What boost? Oh, you're going for it.
Oh, and they're telling me about the trial. Okay.
Yep. It's not okay. When you boost, it's not like a final commitment. You can give like there. It's basically you're gonna go through a trial run in a way. And if you feel like, yeah, this is good, this is fantastic, and you feel like you got a good sense of what the class is going to be, and you like it, and you want to fully commit, then you can just, do a final submission, and then boom, you're level 80 with exotic gear and all the shit unlocked, and then possibly be overwhelmed due to the fact that you didn't bother learning some of the stuff. All the nuances. All the nuances
I'm willing to take.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what YouTube is for.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I could probably take out my sniper for a spin while you're doing that shit. No, we can even grind out for the shovels technically.
Okay.
All right, so you want to do the boost in the meantime? Because again,
we'll do it later.
Because again, you can in fact decline on the boost afterwards. Like if you don't like the choice wanting to boost, you can just like not do it and wait for a different class. So You could theoretically like try out every class that way. That way you can get a feel for what they all kind of offer.
Yeah.
So that's something you can do. It's just a matter of like, just building the fucking character.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we picked this place mainly because there's a lot of like housing opportunities.
I can see that.
Because when there's like a lot of like open houses and shit, you can just start declaring like, okay, this is gonna be my room. This is my area here.
Okay. Those houses will probably be the houses of the leaders. So probably your house, and then whoever is your founder.
Oh no, I haven't found the real estate yet. I haven't found we haven't decided on real estate just yet. But at least these places do offer a lot of opportunities for that.
Oh, that's cool.
Like,
So it will be marked as your house then, or something like that, or?
We can put in signs or some shit. That'd be funny as hell.
Really?
Yeah, like we can post in a sign, and if anybody reads it, they can say, "This is my house." There's definitely more to this map than meets the eye at the moment, because basically
It definitely looks like it.
there's a lot of area that has to be like unlocked by, of course, continuously leveling the guild.
Uh-huh. And our guild is pretty much small, in comparison.
It is small as shit, but hey, fuck it, it's fun.
Oh my gosh.
See, more real estate down below.
Oh, no kidding.
And decorating in here can go pretty fucking wild. So
yeah, I could definitely see the potential.
There's one area that is supposed to be inaccessible normally. Let me see if I can break out of the area though. Hold on. I'll get you a teleport when I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, this spot is
my
perfect,
gosh.
actually.
This is crazy.
Don't go too far away.
This is way bigger than I expect like a guild quarters to be. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
This is utter insanity. It's like, what's the cap amount of members you can have in a guild? 100?
500.
500? Oh my gosh.
I don't think you can fit 500 in a single map, but yeah, the guild maximum size is in fact 500.
That is crazy.
I believe somebody was trying to get like some real estate in the like outer edges here because they were they're like cliffside housing or some shit like that.
Those do tend to be more expensive. Sorry. I actually have a background in the real estate industry, so I can see the appeal.
It's turtle time. Okay. Let's see how far we can go with this. Geronimo!
I mean, jeez. This is way bigger. I mean, it's I would say it's like 20 times the size of the guild quarters you would see like in Phantasy Star Online. It's almost kind of overwhelming if I stop and think about it.
Yep. Now, to be fair, there are smaller guild maps, but we decided to go for this one because, again, it just looks more general looking. And, again, a lot of housing opportunities with all the buildings and shit.
No kidding.
I forgot where the guild bank, the vault is, because there's like a guild vault somewhere. It basically looks like a treasure trove, and that's what I want to look for later.
I mean, I could definitely imagine this. I would assume, aside from like the essential NPCs, is it possible to able to like add NPCs into this guild hall aside from like the essential ones?
I mean, technically, like the NPCs we add are based around what we're upgrading. So, like we get new
Right.
NPCs based on like mining. Therefore, we're getting like a resource gathering thing. Then you got an NPC for the
Okay.
PvP arena. So like we do get some NPCs for like the usual like typical stuff, but
Is this
nothing.
the basic?
But nothing like
So the-
custom or anything like that. No.
Yeah, the reason why I'm saying it is mainly because this is basically big enough to be a city.
It kinda is when you think about it. Also, this is just a funny detail with this map. Or to be fair, with at least two of the maps,
Uh-huh.
the skybox is way higher than what you normally think it would be.
Really?
Yep. And there are people who've used maps like these to make racetracks in the air.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Specifically for the roller beetle racing. Now you would need to buy a ton of racetrack, tracks, essentially. Best way to do it, of course, would be to do the roller beetle races across Tyria to get the specific currency for it, and you can just start adding like more racetracks.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh. This is nuts.
You haven't even seen like the one section that I was able to gain because of the whatchamacallit, sky scale. Meet up in the middle waypoint.
Yeah.
So I gotta do two things here, 'cause, given how far you are from this location, and you don't have the glider yet, there should be a way through, but let me check.
Ah.
Okay, hold on. Stay put. I'm gonna get a teleporter. Alright, so let's just put it right here. Wrong button! Wrong lever! Alright. The other ground. Okay.
What is that?
That is the source of the guild hall's power. I forgot the lore reasons for it, but yep, that's our power source.
Okay.
I believe it's supposed to offer protection from, like, the dragon minions outside. Oh yeah, this is definitively locked.
I was about to say, there's like, we can make this into like a jail cell or something.
Next to the power crystal, are you mad? There's some parts that I'm still like, what the fuck is this? There's a lot that you can do to explore this area. Alright, but besides this location, let me actually go to the place where it's supposed to be like way too difficult to access. Unless you happen to have a sky scale, like I do. So let me grab the thing real quick to stay put.
Ugh.
There we go. Alright, portal down. Nope, wrong button again. No,
What is this?
Now this is real estate. Welcome to the Grand Guild Hall, where we have plenty of housing facilities here. This is a good dance area, dude. This is a club.
I can see that. You have like a nice fountain here, and shoot.
Take a load of the view here.
Oh my gosh. And this is from one corner.
Yep. There's a lot of room for expansion in this location. Let me see. I think I missed something earlier in the top floor. Ah, no, this.
Okay. So I assume Guild Wars have raids. Is that right? You can't be in an MMO without a raid, right?
Yeah, it has raids.
How big is the party?
10.
10?
10-man raids.
Okay. Okay.
This place is
Although, can you
fairly
imagine like 20 or 30 men?
I mean, to be clear though, like if you're looking for like massive world content, I mean that technically is what world bosses are for.
Yeah.
Careful here. We were down there earlier, actually.
Dang.
Careful here too. A lot of very interesting little corners here.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm tempted to have like one of my my houses be one of these. Well, these relatively look similar to each other. Although this one has like
got some spices here.
Yep. Pique.
Oh, speaking of spices, have you ever have you ever tried Indian food?
No, not in particular, no.
Oh my gosh, I went to like an Indian restaurant last week. Actually, no, not last. Yeah, it was last week, and oh my gosh, it was some of the most spiciest food I've ever had. But it just left a smile on my face on how good it was. And yeah,
You wanted more. I want some more.
No kidding. I mean, it was pricey, but it was good. I had something, I believe that is called a tiki masala, which is basically lamb in a yogurt-based sauce with their blend of herbs and spices, and it was incredibly spicy, but it was so incredibly good. And they serve it to you like in a silver bowl, and you're given like a plate of rice to go along with it. And oh my gosh, I was throughout that entire meal, I was smiling through and through. I was like, I feel fulfilled. And of course, I ate it with some garlic naan, and that was fantastic.
I like the side. It's a little more greener.
Yeah, me too. I think the next time I go to that restaurant, I'm gonna go ahead and try out the tandoori, which is basically like their grilled meats or something like that. And I say that in quotations because they basically cook it in a clay oven. Yeah, so I definitely want to try those out.
This place is pretty roomy too.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Hufflepuff common room in Hogwarts Legacy.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting
It's
comparisons.
very green. You have like the vines you have like a vegetation like in the corners or like on the pillars and stuff like that. Yeah.
A bit of a dead end here, but actually no, there's more down below.
Oh dang.
Where does this lead? No one knows. Besides next to a waterfall.
All right, there's a bridge.
To Terabithia. No. That movie traumatized me as a kid, dude.
Yeah, that movie was interesting. I remember that movie too.
It was cheesy at first, and then it got for fucking real for a second. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it did. It did. I was like, wow.
That was like the most whiplashy thing that's the most like whiplash moment I've ever had in my entire fucking life in a movie.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that escalated quickly.
That didn't even escalate.
Really
that didn't even escalate. Jesus.
It just basically took a 180 out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, a little small little housing in here. Yeah. You could say this is like a small little B&B location, you know.
So I got a question. Is it possible to like invite a guest into the guild, or is this only exclusive to the guild members?
I believe there is guest capability, but I don't know how that works. And hell, I don't even remember technically because I don't deal with too many guild systems all the time.
Gotcha.
Let's check down below. Let's see.
Okay, so we're going down below?
Yep.
Oh, I was about to say aim for the bushes, but okay.
Bruh. Oh, there's fresh. Oh, we can actually fish in here. That's funny. I mean, technically, anywhere with water you can fish, but I wasn't expecting like that particular spot there.
Huh.
Oh, and dude, I remember one guild I was a part of that had this map, and this was like the perfect hide and seek map.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
I can see that.
Imagine trying to hide and seek in this fucking location, dude. You won't be able to find shit. Now let's do the scenic route. Hold on. Where the fuck you think you're going, buddy?
Okay.
Let me actually switch to something a little more cool. Let's see. What do I have here? This one's good. Let's see.
You have boats?
Yep.
No freaking way.
Let me just dye it real quick because it needs to fit my character's aesthetic of purple.
If only we can do naval warfare.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, technically, you can attack with a boat, but it's very limited. It's more like for fighting like creatures and shit. Basically, you can drop in like mines, essentially.
Oh, okay.
What's this?
Ah, the Kraken is gaining on us. Drop the mines.
Depth charges specifically. There we go. Now it looks fancy.
Fancy. Holy crap. How many people can fit in this?
5.
5? Oh. I can see that.
The boat is mainly for, either just exploring on the surface of the water or fishing. Very useful for fishing.
Gotcha.
Oh god, now I got reminded of fucking Little Mermaid. This fucking pond scene.
Oh yeah. What, you're gonna kiss me now?
No. I'll get you off this fucking boat. We can go faster here, actually.
Oh, dang.
Hey, you want faster? It's got nitro, baby.
Oh, dang.
It drifts. Uh-oh.
Oh! You just went Tokyo Drift all up in this.
Yep. Yeah, this shit's got physics. Let me actually try fishing at this location. Ow. Okay. You can drop anchor and it becomes like a platform. And let me just start fishing right there. There you go.
Note to self, buy a fishing rod.
Note to self, buy End of Dragons. That's how you get it.
Are you serious? Okay.
It's an expansion exclusive content, including the boats. Oh boy, this is a tougher minigame.
Oh, looks like you're getting a big one. I'm thinking a 12-pounder.
Oh boy. Come on.
Maybe it's 20.
Oh, I got it. Holy shit.
Holy cow, that is a big fish.
Really?
That's a huge fish.
No, I got trash. I got fucking. I got a used hook. Son of a bitch.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That. Oh.
Let's try that again. Fuck this. Give me something good.
Oh my gosh, this reminds me of a time when I went camping, and me and my brother, we ended up getting a few fish, and we just took it back to our campsite, gutted them, and just ate it. It was so good.
Motherfucker. I hate it when you do this. It's like, yeah, juke. Ooh, good shit. Silver drum.
Yum.
Let me show you what it looks like, actually. There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
There's like a whole fucking like achievement list in the game. It has you basically just fishing all over the fucking world.
Huh.
Because every map has like their distinct like region has their like specific fish categories and stuff. So it's like, you just start exploring and you just start getting more fish, add that to the collection and yada yada yada. And there are certain fish that you can only get during specific times of the day or with specific bait.
Okay.
So there's a whole game within a game kind of thing when you're fishing.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, we're underneath the arena. I forgot there was water here. we gotta fix that leak here, Sonny. Yes, I just swerved on top of land. That's just physics for you.
That's awesome. But this is cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
I could see us doing a lot of activities once we get this place all ready.
Actually, what's funny is that you can probably like level through fishing. It'll just take a while.
Oh, that would be funny.
Only leveling by fishing. Although what's funny is that it is a lot harder to fish in like outside of Cantha, actually. Because they require to be like a more proficient in fishing, and so they expect you to like be a master by the time you go out into the world. So.
Huh.
Oh yeah, this thing does have a health bar. So.
Really?
Yep, it can get destroyed in the middle of a fight.
And what? It has like a cooldown after that, or do you need to get a repair like in GTA?
No. If it's destroyed, you just wait till you're out of combat and then summon it back up.
Gotcha.
There's no like real like restrictions or limitations on this. You just have it. Remember, when it comes to this game, accessibility is key.
No kidding. I mean, given the grand scope of it, yeah. This is nuts.
Mm-hmm. Although what's funny is that there is a funny thing about using this boat that it's meant to be done for this, of course. But for some reason, in a certain place in the area, it doesn't make any sense why you're using it in here, but it works.
Huh.
Because there is like a sea in well, I wouldn't even say it's a sea, but it's like it's like an island, and inside there's like a bay inside. And it's nothing but boiling water.
What?
Yeah, it's literally like a giant lake of boiling hot water.
Oh my gosh. Basically Yellowstone.
Yeah, you swim in that thing, you're fucking dead. And
oh my gosh.
And so far,
get that picture in my head.
And so far, like the only way to proceed in that area was to, at least at the time, is supposed to be like submarines, essentially to protect from the heat. But you can actually be on the boiling ocean with this boat and not suffer any consequences.
Nice.
So the boat's immune to fucking volcanic water.
Oh jeez.
No, you can't loosen up while it's on the move. You have to anchor before you can.
Gotcha.
You can stand on top of it. Actually, what's funny is that I've seen a content creator like do this thing where he got like 50 players in a squad. And he decided to try to like make a path using boats. So basically, it's just a long path of boats.
That's awesome, actually.
Funny as shit. Oh boy. I'm king of the pirates. Call me Luffy.
You're dead. Oh, jeez.
Oh, you bastard. You shot Luffy.
Yeah, that devil fruit is not gonna save him now.
You shot Church, you team killing fucktard.
Oh my gosh, that is such a classic quote. I can't believe that show is finally ending.
Yep. Now there's a really weird irony with that, with the last season that's coming up. It is basically retconning everything that happened prior to, I think like it was like season 14 or some shit like that. Like essentially, there was like a point in the series where there was like a depiction.
Halo.
No, there was like a depiction of a final battle, and there was like no real conclusion to it. And then afterwards, like, you know, they went, of course, and made some conclusions here and there. But because of how either, A, a lot of the storylines there went a little too crazy, and number two, potentially because people didn't really like the way they were going about with Red versus Blue at that point.
That opinion can be said about Rooster Teeth in general, sadly.
Yeah, but the way that's going to happen is that this final season, which Bernie Burns is back for it, so...
Yeah. Didn't he, like, move away from the U.S. after he left?
Not necessarily from the U.S., but I know that he just decided to move away. Yeah, like, no longer be available for Rooster Teeth. Like, he just wanted to start his own projects, you know, step away from Rooster Teeth.
I get it.
And from that point on, of course, they kind of went their way. He was doing fine. He was doing fantastic. You know, just he's a writer and shit like that. But by that point, he decided to come back. I'm not so sure for what reason. Maybe to hopefully get the ball rolling again with Red versus Blue. Because sadly, it's like one of those shows that obviously it's like it holds a legacy in Rooster Teeth, but as of late, it was just not doing well. And so the way they're depicting this last season is that every other season after that one last season where there was like a final stand with all the teams together fighting against like an army of robots, or basically that's where it's going to take place afterwards. And everything else that happened after that is retconned.
That's actually pretty funny.
That's pretty fucking sad and funny, dude. But yeah, that's what they plan to do. It seems. Because even in the trailer when they showed off Church again, they was like, okay, no, this is just crazy. What are we doing here? And then he's just resetting everything.
I was like, yeah, we don't talk about that.
Let's not talk about it. Oh, actually, which is funny because they didn't bring up a particular voice back. Actually, that's sort of a sad part. Now, to be fair, I'm not too familiar with the story behind one of the actors who, I don't know, some type of controversy occurred. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but the guy who plays Caboose was no longer.
I'm familiar with the story. If you're gonna go into that controversy, it'll definitely goes into the line of politics, because sadly, that's kind of one of the big factor of people would say would be the downfall of Rooster Teeth is the inclusion of politics into their content.
Yeah, to be fair, like 2016 was just 2016 through 2020 was like a rough year for many content creators.
Oh yeah.
Because all they wanted to do was criticize Trump's participation as the president, of course. Which I'm not gonna really discuss that because for one, I don't give a shit. I really don't.
Yeah. B, this is not the time or place to talk about it. So.
Yeah. Because again, I mean, the most I'll talk about presidents is AI presidents. That's all that matters to me at this point.
Heck yeah. Amen to that, brother.
If there's a version of Trump that I do like, it's the AI version, which is hilarious as shit. That's all I need to say. But at the end of the day, like, if it is for political reason, then that's, of course, very sad.
Yeah.
But other than that, then, yeah, Caboose is, like, a very pivotal fucking character in a lot of those series. And it's kind of sad to see, like, the original voice actor isn't really playing the character anymore. Hell, I'm not even so sure if Caboose is still, like, there as a character anymore. I don't remember.
Unfortunately, I haven't really kept up with Red versus Blue over the years. I can't remember the last time. I think it was during the Halo 5 era. That's probably I think it was like the beginning of the Halo 5 era. That's actually the last time I've seen it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I haven't really kept up too much about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's kind of sad that like he's no longer involved. Although I'm not so sure if they're going to bring him back. I don't know. It's been a while. I hope maybe if they've cooled down a little bit with all that shit, they just settle their differences and just participate in a very fun activity.
Yeah, I feel like that's what the common criticism of regarding Rooster Teeth nowadays is, like, it's just not fun. It is like a criticism I've heard is that the company basically grew too big for its own good, in all honesty. And I
too big for their own britches to a degree.
Yeah. I mean,
let's not. And my God, Ruby, fucking Ruby, dude.
It's actually got so bad. They're basically
they can't even greenlit. They haven't even greenlit Volume 10. That's how bad it is. Jesus. Ending it in Season 9 is going to be rough. I've seen Season 9 so far, and I liked it to a degree. It's not. It's definitely a very fun season. It's like very different. Like they jumped the shark a little bit in a few things, but I do like the way they went about it.
Gotcha.
But I'm surprised that they're in a situation where they're not ready for another season because of either poor ratings or bad decision making. Not to mention they decided to go for Crunchyroll, which that's another can of worms.
Oh, Crunchyroll. I never really got a subscription from Crunchyroll ever. I did have a oh, this is a good real estate actually. I mean, I could see myself having like a table right in this corner. That could be my
I'm too tall for this door. I'm too tall for this door. I'm gonna have to literally fucking duck for that shit. Yep, this place is really good. It's really cozy.
It is. I don't know. I was never over the years. It's like when you were a kid, it's like, oh, I want to live in a big house or something like that. But nowadays, it's like, what? I'm pretty happy with like a decent size of house. I mean, especially if I have like a small family or something like that. I don't need to live in a mansion to be happy.
No, don't. Yeah, big houses are super overrated.
Not to mention,
basically the main issue. The main issue for me when it comes to big houses is maintenance.
Yes.
Good luck cleaning that shit by yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you'll probably need to like hire like cleaners, and those can be pretty pricey.
Yep.
And so, but yeah, let's see. Oh my gosh, what did I wanted to say? Yeah, and it's like I did have like a Funimation subscription back in the day. My gosh, their website was just not good. I was like, yeah, sure, I gain access to their Funimation dubs and stuff like that, but their video player was actually pretty. Yeah, it was really, really freaking bad. I was like, there's like some cases where he just flat out just died. I was like, are you kidding me? So it was not worth it.
That's the thing, like, even Crunchyroll has been getting criticisms about that the video player is just fucking garbage.
I wonder if it was they're using the same ones used by Funimation back in the day before the merger. Ugh.
And probably a controversial thing too with Crunchyroll, which I've already heard like many times about this, is that when they do dubs, they are keen to like put their political or politically correct leanings towards like the story, or like they basically like
that. I feel like that was actually like a bleed over from Funimation because they were actually accused of similar stuff back in the day.
Where they try to like they switch around lines to have it fit for like an American audience, and at the same time put their like political leanings and shit. And it's like, dude, nobody watches anime for that shit. Just stick to the original fucking thing, dub it as best as you can, and move on.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, it was definitely like a bleed over from Funimation.
Yep.
Back when. Yeah, like the biggest example of that, obviously the one that comes to my mind was Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that I remember the most.
Yeah, that was basically like the prime example. I was like, that wasn't in the script.
What's that over there? Is that the script?
Oh, sorry, I used that as a napkin for my dinner.
What's wrong with your face?
Oh, no.
That's where the script thing is actually coming from too. Oh, I love those reviews, dude. Red Letter Media. Star Wars is the most disappointing thing since my son.
No! Oh no! Oh.
The roast of the Phantom Menace, dude. Which I'll be honest, dude.
I freaking enjoy the Phantom Menace.
I do too. I do too.
It has a special place in my heart.
To me, I think Attack of the Clones is probably the worst of the three of the prequel trilogy.
I remember I remember not watching that one as much growing up, but I did watch a lot of Episode 3. Now that one was fantastic.
Still bad, but yeah, it's good. It's definitely the best of the three.
Yeah, it's like I remember when I was a kid when I saw Episode 3, when Padme was having her service like after she passed away. I remember crying. I was tearing up. I was like, how could you? You love her.
Meanwhile, I'm the sick bastard who was like, yay, Vader's here. Never mind. I thought this place was cool. Never mind. Yeah, since you don't have Heart of Thorns, I think that's not going to help you here if you exit here. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I don't have access to this map. Okay. What is this?
It's one of the Heart of Thorns maps. Verdant Brink.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I exited the map. It's fine. I'll be back in.
Okay.
But yeah, like that aspect of like dubs being like super. Basically, the only dub I'll allow for it to be drastically changed is if you do something as stupid as Ghost Stories.
Yes. Which, by the way, chat.
We're definitely going to be having an anime night on the server. We're going to be watching that shit.
Oh yeah.
Now there are 20 episodes. So we need to be very careful on how we divide these.
Okay.
I was thinking like maybe one night we'll watch like not four.
I mean, we still got like a ton of Death Note to cover.
Yeah, that's true. It's mainly like just it's just maybe the subdivision because there's basically going to be one night where if we do the 3-episode format as we've been doing so far, we're going to have a situation where for the last session for Ghost Stories, we're only going to be watching 2 episodes. Which is not a bad thing, but it's like, I like to be consistent,
Oh, I totally get it.
But, yeah. This is the Guildhall tour.
I like it. I really like it. And so, but yeah, overall, it's like I could see the potential we can do with this. It's like imagine having the entire Scuff Squad over. And not just the one currently in the guild, but the entire community.
Yep, if we manage to get more recruits, more people want to participate for the hell of it, we got plenty of room. I mean, look at us. We're only what? How many members I see here? Like, not to be fair, a lot of the people haven't played in a while, but
yeah, we currently have 24.
Yep, 24. But out of the 24, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 active members in general.
That's how it is with games like these.
Yep.
So
I am tempted to kick most of them. No, I can't. They got in together. I do have a funny meme though. I do have a funny idea.
What is it?
When we get like a specific level for the guild, and we start like upgrading our decoration trader. Because what that'll do is just it'll increase like what items we can get. What I'll do is that for any member who hasn't been like in the game for a while, I'll just put gravestones.
Oh, savage! Here lies so and so. Here lies Ted. He hasn't been here since the start of the guild.
That's gonna be literally like half the fucking party, half the fucking members on the team right now. Oh, that's funny.
Dude,
We just need to find a perfect spot for a graveyard. Hey, there's plenty
we
of
could probably
places.
put like a memorial or something. I don't know.
Memorials require us to actually raid.
Dude,
Now
that would be one. That'd be one heck of a goal right there.
Let's get these super epic monuments through raiding the most difficult challenges in the game, just so we can say some fucker died or some person hasn't been playing in a while.
Why not? Why not?
Just what? Just to give him like the hottest fucking burn we can think of.
Yes. Yes.
Shit, where would we be putting the graves? This is a tough area, guys, for this. I don't want it to be so apparent, but at the same time, not too far out the weight side for it.
Yeah.
Just need to find like a perfect spot for it.
It's like, is there like any
I'm sure there's plenty of spots. We just need to look carefully. This is not a good idea to raid the turtle on the bridge like this. Nope. Turtle, no. Turtle, no. Also, I would like it to be like a flat area, as flat of a surface area as possible.
Let's see.
I think I'm the only one who's told you this plan. I think. And
that
for those
chat.
And that in chat. So yeah. So sorry for some of the Scuff Squad who haven't been playing with us for months. You're gonna get a gravestone as soon as fucking possible. Jesus.
Here lies Spooky Wookie Coconut.
Oh no. That's rough, buddy. No. I mean, I would do it. That'd be funny as shit, but it'd be too ironic.
I feel like when it comes to those gravestones, we need to put in like a funny quote or something like that, something that they said.
Yep. Actually, I think this might be a good spot. I don't know. It's flat enough, you know.
Yeah.
Probably the oddity would be like, you know, we're making a grave on top of a rock.
I can see it, like especially this area right here.
Welcome.
This one has a lot of space.
But there is
so
a house.
Well, it'll be the gravekeeper then.
What the fuck? I just all of a sudden see NPCs in here.
Yeah, no
Bitch,
kidding.
what are you doing here? What the fuck?
Bilbo Explorer. Okay, we'll make Sarah McKenzie the future gravekeeper.
Oh god. Or we can turn this area into like a tomb.
Oh, okay. Yes.
The tomb of past warriors, and just put rows of grave markers in this area.
There you go. I like it. I like it.
This building will be reserved, and Sarah is the watcher of the graves.
We're gonna have ourselves a mini Arlington.
Oh no! No.
No? Okay.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah, you're gonna be keeping an eye on the graves, Miss Sarah. All right, so yeah, that's it. We've officially declared this place. And to be fair, actually, this is kind of cool. This kind of makes sense because this thing kind of reminds me of Anubis.
Kind of does. It does.
It's more of a bird. It's technically a bird, but I don't know. Those wings make it look like something like ears, and so I thought immediately Anubis for some reason.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, we'll have like the graves out here. We'll be using the tomb. Oh my gosh, this is perfect.
The Tomb of Past Warriors.
Or Past Warriors? What about like Tomb of the Fallen? No, I was thinking like Tomb of the Fallen, but it's like
the
did
Tomb
he
of
fall?
the Tomb of the Lost and Scuffed.
Yeah, okay, the Tomb of the Lost and Scuffed. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Oh, I'm glad that this is being streamed also on YouTube. That way I can backtrack and just remember this shit.
Which, by the way, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep, indeed. Ugh. All right, it's definitely. I think I'm probably going to be cutting it off a little earlier for today because it was a bit of a long day. But,
No, I totally get it.
Yeah, we did good. I mean, you leveled up to 40. Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
We got some fun like podcasty like conversations going. Got to explore this thing.
And I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. So, what the heck?
What did you break?
No, it was like, did I hear like birds?
In the game?
Yeah. No, there was howling. Okay, anyway, but yeah, I really enjoyed hanging out with you, Zakriox. It's been fun.
Yeah. So let's just say we took it as a chill day for the most part.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be back hopefully with more like actual gameplay content next time. But fuck it, it was fun. It was fun conversation.
It was fun.
So. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just start ending the stream, and I'll be right back to say goodbye. So, I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Okay. Alright. Actually, let me get rid of the gameplay music. There we go. So, yeah, that's it for today. A bit of a shorter stream, but at the same time a bit lighter. So it just turned more into a podcast, which is fine by me. If anything, Guild Wars 2 is very cool when it comes to that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and end things as of now. Tune in for, I believe, tomorrow, because I think we're going to be playing some more FF14 with Nif. No, sorry, not Nif. Nif hasn't been playing in a while, I'm sorry. Idol, Scripps, Bora, and Solus. So we're going to be back into that crazy shenanigans soon. I just realized my head is like not... Very strange. Is my head tilted or something like that? I have no idea. For some reason, like, it just seemed a little different when I was looking in here. But yeah. Anyway, going to be ending it here at this point. Catch you guys for next time, of course. And, of course, stay tuned for this Friday, because we are going to be doing, of course, the final reveal for the Let's Voice Ace Attorney project, which, again, we will be providing a release date soon. And, of course, if you do see the announcement, or at least the last post that I did in regards to the reveal, like I said, if you provide more likes, if you provide more retweets and stuff, then, of course, the reveal will happen sooner. But if not, of course, we will just continue on Friday. But anyway, gonna end things now. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.